So I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but it keeps saying that I'm going live like a lot later, and I have no idea what the hell is going on. Tell me I kicked myself. 1 second. I don't know what I just did. 1 second. Oh my gosh. I have no clue what I'm doing. You'd think I'd have this by now, but I don't. There we go. All right, welcome everybody coming in. My bad, my bad. Is the sound okay? Yes. Okay. Okay. I didn't kick myself. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard anymore. I was trying to fix the moderators because I have a lot of old moderators and I have stuff all jumbled. I so wasn't ready. I so wasn't. But my StreamYard, every time I set a time, it says some random time. So everybody was thinking my live was going to be at midnight. Like, that's really late. Anyways, welcome in everybody. I know this was pretty late for me. Ken, if you're still here, I love you. Thank you. Stitches, oppositional, Livy, no fear, cowgirl. I know it's kind of weird. I'm late. I'm like up super late. I've been up super late a lot lately because I've been working on some stuff outside of YouTube and it's taking every moment of every second of my time. Hello, Jean. Holly Dolly. Whoops. Oh, copy that. If I accidentally unmodded you, it's because I fat fingered the button. What I should probably do is just start all over, take all the mods and fix them all, but because people are changing their names and I'm super confused. You know, I don't know how to work YouTube. I don't know how to work StreamYard. I probably never will because I don't care. Oh, I just jumped. All right. Cowherd, Raylan, Ronnie. Ronnie, let me make sure you're a mod. I should have. I should have just did that. That would have been smart if I just restarted over. Okay. I'm gonna mod you. Half pint. Welcome everybody. I'm gonna mod some people real quick. And oh, yep. Brown IG, I accidentally unmodded you. You were a mod. I was trying to hurry and then I realized I can't read and then I had to find my glasses and by then I'd already clicked off 15 people. Oops. Wendy. All right. Redstone. I can't. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I had the dogs in here, then they ran out, barking. Nothing is working out for me. That's my typical life. So, I put some stuff together. We'll get to it in a minute. Someone sent me an amazing video I'm going to play. I'm going to play this a couple times probably, and I'll even upload it after we're done here tonight. Cowgirl, who's old? Copy that. Country girl. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just off today. Kintsugi. I appreciate everybody that's here. I don't think this will be too late because I've got some other stuff to do when I'm done here with YouTube. But welcome, everybody coming in. I appreciate you all being here. Brown IG, stupid old lady. Finally, a show where I can talk about boning my husband in the backyard. Been waiting for this. Get it in. That was gross. I don't even know why I said that. Nightmares are real. Devos. And Ronnie, hello. Have you told me today what? Redstone. Kaz. Kaz. I can't believe you're on YouTube. Enjoy your time. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. Oh. Who else? Hi, Army Vet. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. If you guys haven't checked out Army Vet, he's really cool. He's got a really nice channel, really chill, and it's just a lot of cool people over there. Catlin, hello, welcome, 1900. I've seen, I actually want to talk about something that I didn't put in my presentations that I've got for you guys today. Wendy Gabbert, I appreciate you. All right, let me see if I'm at the bottom. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. I thought you were. I think maybe you weren't. I don't know. I'm gonna go back through one of these. Maybe I'll do a live and I'll just fix all the moderators. I don't know. I've got everything all jacked around. It's irritating me. Anyways, hello Donna, Crazy Acres. Thank you guys for coming in. So I wanted to talk about something first before we get into the presentations that I put together. Subs, expectations of a creator. So there is no humanly way possible that you are going to agree with me all day, all night, 24/7, 365. It's impossible unless you're in a cult. If you are in a cult, hi Pendar, I appreciate you. Catlin, we didn't really talk about anything. Unless you are in a cult, do you agree with someone 24/7, 365? It's sick. The reason communities are cool, the reason people getting together and having differences of opinion, having different traumatic experiences, having life experiences in general that differentiate from each other, when we all come together, we get this roundness. I had a situation come up the other day. I'm kind of insensitive about certain things, mainly because I've learned that I compartmentalize a lot of my feelings. I compartmentalize because that is the way to survive. When you're manic bipolar, you've got just things hitting you constantly. They obsess, they turn into delusions. There has been times in my life where I've been completely delusional. Yeah, like absolutely seeing stuff, hearing stuff, and it's a symptom of being bipolar. Like I struggle with it. I'm a lot better now than I was before, but there was a time in my life when I was in the emergency room like all the time in these manic blackouts. So, and the police would pick me up. It was legit, like Ernie Shell, but I was smart enough to never go live. So thank God for that. But, we've got, when we all come together, we make our community, our friendships, whatever, we make that a whole. There was an opportunity the other night where I said something and it was taken wrong or it triggered someone that I'm very close to. And because of them opening up and talking to me about their experiences, and it allowed me to become more delicate, if that's a word, when I'm talking about something or taking another person's experiences into account, that makes me a better person. So let's say, for instance, your creator does something that you just absolutely cannot be okay with. It's hard to say what that line will be. It's hard to say what bridge that, when you cross it kind of type thing. But if you're a sub looking at your creator and one line they do and you just flip out and that was the last straw, you're putting too much into your viewing experience on YouTube. And as subs, we need to take accountability. I feel it's pretty apparent that I'm not here to build a channel. I don't care. I don't look at my numbers. I don't care about monetization. I never expected to have 1 sub, let alone 1,000. Here I am. I don't care. I love the connections I've made with people. I love the interactions I get to have with people. I love the closeness that I get. That's my YouTube experience. So my group of friends, we're friends. It's not so much about channel building, things like that. Now, if you want to build your channel, I'm not dogging you out, but you need to realize what you came to YouTube for. You came to YouTube for entertainment, knowledge, whatever. Then you're getting a friendship type channel. You're on a friendship type channel, but you're expecting a super cut and dry professional whatever. I hope that makes sense in a way. It's kind of hard to explain how I'm feeling about this, but if you're looking to your creator, end all be all, you have to agree with everything. You have to, then you're ruining your own experience on YouTube. You need to figure out why you're here and what you're here for. Now, if you're here for entertainment, go to channels that entertain you, but don't get so close to where you're bringing yourself into their environment and then the one thing they do sets you off and you flip out. You're ruining your own experience when you do that. Not to mention, as a creator, I have 1,000 subs. I don't really know how many I've got, but I know I have 1,000. I cannot be everything you want me to be for every single 1,000 people. We can't share the same life experiences. We can share in a moment together. I am here for friendship. I'm not here for channel building. I could care less. I started this journey to expose people. Now I don't want to do that anymore. Whatever I feel like making a video about, that's what I do. I don't have a general direction in life, let alone on my YouTube channel. So I can't even lead myself. But you're ruining your own time here spent. It's not spent well. If you're joining live chats, if you're getting close to people, and then you expect to subscribe and do everything that you like, that's a cult. That's not a friendship. In friendships, we all have different life experiences. We have extremely vast. A lot of us have a common theme. We've all been through some shit. And that makes us really strong people. And I really feel right now, this community that we're in, I don't know what it's called. I'm not good with labels. But we've been through some shit, community. We're going through some shit right now. We're going to keep going through some shit because that's life. But we build each other up and we're here for each other. So if you're not here for that and the journey and wherever that takes and covering whatever we want, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to a community where they're going to help you build your channel. And don't be apologetic about it. If that's what you're here to do, building your channel, be clear and upfront with it so no one expects any more from you than you making moves to build your channel. I watched a creator and she would go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about good behavior, positive, da 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 da. But as soon as she gets into chat, it's like blah blah, talking smack and doing everything that you just went live about. You've done the opposite in 3 seconds in a chat. If you're here to build your channel, be upfront about it. Be unapologetic about it. I can respect that. But don't sneak in under the guise of, oh, yeah, we're friends, and then 2 minutes later you're talking trash behind somebody's back. You're going to get busted. So that's something, like I said, I didn't put that in my presentation, but it's a cult. If you follow a creator and you think you're going to agree with everything they say and do, if you are that suggestible, you should not be on YouTube to begin with. So I probably missed a bunch of people coming in. Let me see. Hello, Joan. Yes. I just watch all these hurt egos fighting in circles to try to fill the love that they think they have to earn. You don't have to earn it. Correct. You already deserve it. That is on point. More barcode banks. Maybe I should upload the pictures. I heard the Thoma parody didn't go over very well. And listen, I did not cut my bangs. Okay, I did not. I drew those on with eyeliner. You know my Barco bangs. Hello, Cushy. Linda. Oh, Linda. Linda. Okay, so I said this at the beginning. I fat fingered some mods and unmodded them. It was an accident. What I need to do is start over. I'll take everybody's mod. Maybe I'll do that next live, and I'll just literally call it the Fixing Mod stream because I screwed up, and I just need to take them all off and then redo it. So we'll do that. Let me. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I fixed it. Okay. I knew there was somebody. I thought it was you. I don't know. I'm all confused. I confused myself. Hello, Dragon Mama. That's okay. Dragon Mama, that's totally fine. I'll just going through modding people real quick. Anybody coming in? I appreciate you. Hello, Izzy Pop. Hello, Charlie K. Uh-oh. How'd you get blocked, my sister's voice? Okay, I'm writing that down, and I will... Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Hold on one second, my sister's voice. I will fix that. I don't know what's going on. See, this is why I need to fix my moderators. Something's weird. But I'll check my block list and everything after the live. I'll fix it up. It's because I was being lazy and I didn't fix it. I meant to do it the other day. I figured one of these days, because I just mod everybody, so let me get it fixed. Oh my. I don't see you on my blocked list, my sister's voice. Here. I'll just do this. Ah! Damn it. Yeah, I don't see you on my hair. There. Try it again, my sister's voice. Hello, Jamie. And Night Owl, hello. Hello, Ghost of Love, Laughter, Fun. Okay. All right. I'm back now. Okay. Yep, I can see you, my sister's voice. All right. Hello, Olive Sky. All right. Hello, everybody coming in. I appreciate you all for being here. All right. So I put some stuff together. Let me get it ready. First of all, let me play for you. I'm not going to play it on the screen. I'm going to upload this to my channel.
Can you tell me how Alabama's going to? Can you tell me how Alabama's going to sue Rat? Did you get a dog yesterday? Is the dog okay? The dog was under the car. It screamed. It It's okay. It wasn't hit.
Goddamn.
120-pound Rottweiler that's 8 months old. Thank you very much. He's not even limping, so he didn't get hit. He got scared. He ran out.
Goddamn.
He's fine. Thank you for checking, though. And how is Thelma going to sue Raph? Ask YouTube. YouTube demands it. We struck his channel. And everybody, this is Thelma's channel. I'm just the face of it.
So now who's irresponsible with a dog? It's over, half pint. It's over. And unfortunately, it's over for that dog. I think it's quite ironic that the subject at hand. Hello, Perpetual. I appreciate you for coming in. I know I'm on kind of late. I'm a party animal. I'm a party animal. Hello, Peachy. Country girl. Cushy Cush. I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. All right. So, I put a couple things together. Let me see. Share screen. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Let me pull this up. All right. I'm going to wait for this to catch up. Now, I put this presentation together to kind of go over some truths. Backyard breeding is hello, high school bully. Backyard breeding it's pretty much a national epidemic. And it's very ironic that I've seen today, all day, people going after Mama T about a picture of a dog supposedly being skinny. So let's talk about Mama T's situation a little bit. I would like to see the same outrage in real life instead of the virtue signaling garbage that Jimbo and Raph are doing. Just like when Jimbo says, I cannot stand a racist, but then a week later, he's making jokes with Raph. He's talking about all kinds of disgusting things. He's even clipped a racist clip of Raph and plays it on his soundboard. Then I hear the other night, I got a clip of Thelma telling a story about their daughter at dinner making some racist Indian comments. That is the reason. Those little racist things are the reason we have such division in this country. The premise that you're different because your skin is different, your culture is different, that's ludicrous. We all bleed red. And when you've got your daughter, who's like 10, 12, 13, I don't know how old that kid is, saying really racist stuff, you know that's the culture in the household. So for him to go live and claim that he's outraged by the racism from anyone else is ludicrous. Like I said, Jimbo's got a clip of rap in his comment about the naming people after Tupperware. I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm not even going to repeat it because it's ridiculous. And it's virtue signaling. So virtue signal is the public expression of opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or social conscience or the moral correctness of one's position on a particular issue. So in public, they tout all of these anti-racism sentiments, but then they've got their 13-year-old daughter in a public restaurant being racist as hell. So that tells me they are complete virtue signalers, and it's ridiculous. But not only that, I've seen them firsthand calling hotels in California. Now, Mama T is homeless. She lives in a hotel. It's insane to me that they're sitting there calling Mama T's hotels. The chat was they're leaving reviews online on their YouTube. They're leaving reviews talking about her dealing drugs. They're talking about, I mean, just making up outlandish stuff to get her kicked out, to get her name smeared. That is the equivalent to someone calling your landlord and saying, hey, your tenants are dealing drugs. Hey, your tenants are doing this. Hey, I thought they didn't go real life. I watched their entire chat go real life today. I watched Rap go real life today. I watched Jimbo go real life today. Jimbo spent all day calling the ASPCA as well, snitching on a supposed incident. Well, that's funny because Jimbo is a backyard breeder. I should be completely shocked, but I'm not. As much as Jimbo and Rap want to blame all their bad behavior on the mean girls, no. This is exactly who they are. And now that their mask has been ripped off for everybody to see, they are showing you exactly who they are. And if we were smart, we'd start to believe it. Now, the hypocrisy from Rap is one thing, but what really stuck out to me about this is Jimbo, of all people, the dog-killing backyard breeder. Now, I just played for you a clip of when Jimbo killed his dog. And the worst part of it is, it wasn't instant. The story went, well, you heard the clip. It's not something I manufactured. He told everybody the dog was fine, never took it to the vet. And then a week later, Thelma gets on live and starts crying that the same neighbor that supposedly shot at Jimbo poisoned the dog, and the dog is dead. Do you believe in coincidences? Because I sure don't. He hit the dog with the car. You heard him say, damn, that dog made some terrible sounds. Y'all know how much I love my dogs. My dogs have made me into a human. I literally was not a human before Linus came. I really wasn't. You think I'm bad now? Yeah. I can't imagine letting a dog suffer for an entire week after I hit it with a car. But I think in my epic brain of Jimbo's that I'm going to call the ASPCA because Mama T's daughter's dog looks sickly, looks hungry. Meanwhile, Jimbo and Thelma have two, not just one, two sick, seriously sick dogs. So sick they're locked in a bathroom because they're that violently ill right now. And then today we witnessed Thelma doing what? Feeding the dogs chocolate chip cookies. Now, I'm not a veterinarian. I don't play one on TV. They call me Dr. Vance, but it's not the dog doctor. But even I know you do not feed your dog chocolate, especially because Baker's chocolate will actually make a dog sicker, and that's what's used in cookies. So I put these presentations together to show you the truth about backyard breeders. I'm going to show you things that are upsetting. I'm going to play Jimbo's clip probably a couple more times. I will give you a better notice, I guess. I mean, I don't know what notice to give you. It's real life. This is the stuff he wants to cover up because that video is not up anymore. Now, this is more than just my opinion. This opinion of mine, which I am allowed to have in America, this opinion of mine is facts. And it is facts shared by the animal welfare community, which is where I got most of this information from. And if you look up backyard breeders, the truth about backyard breeders, anything to do with that, the dangers of backyard breeders, you will see that my presentation that I put together for you today is fact. This is not speculation. This is not opinion. This is fact. This is what Jimbo does to make an income. In my opinion, I would rather Jimbo had been a drug dealer. I know fentanyl poisoning is real. I know millions of people die, but those millions of people, even though some kids get, killed by fentanyl just experimenting. I'm not saying all addicts deserve to die. No, but the person had to ingest the drug 99 times out of 100. It's sad. I don't want any life lost. But animals are completely helpless in this situation. They do not choose to be here. Biologically, they go into heat. Biologically, they breed with each other. That's animal instinct, okay? They don't know how to go to the gas station and get a condom. They don't know how to do these things because that's not instinct for them. We are their shepherds. We are here. These, to me, animals are angels on this earth, meant to teach us unconditional love. That's the way I look at an animal. Animals are the most important thing to me in this entire world. So for Jimbo to spend all day calling ASPCA, calling hotels on Mama T, I should be shocked, but at this point, I just can't be. So like I said, these are facts shared by the very people that run national pet organizations, the animal welfare community. And every single day, they're met with the challenging world we live in, made extremely dire for animals because of people all over America, just like Jimbo and Thelma. I'm sorry, I get upset. I wish they would use the effort that they do, the profit that they make off these animals, being productive members of society. Now, they can talk about me all they want to. I don't care. Their opinions literally mean nothing to me because this is how they make their money. To me, they are not human. I'm not saying they're less than me. No, I'm saying they're inhumane because how could you do this to an animal? They are exacerbating. If you go to a shelter, like for instance, where I live, I get sick cats all the time. I mean, they got stuff dripping all over their faces, and I get them back to health of my own. That's usually anytime I get YouTube money, it goes to these cats or the raccoons or the possums that I feed because animals mean everything to me. Or I buy the dogs treats, or I buy, maybe a new shirt or a new sweater. I get the dogs outfits all the time. My my boys are everything in this world to me. And I don't understand how anyone can just not see an animal and want to give it the best life possible. So the path to hell is paved with good intentions. The truth about backyard breeders: a backyard breeder is an amateur animal breeder. While some may have good intentions, in most cases, the conditions are considered substandard, with little to no emphasis on ethical or selective breeding, or provide proper care for the well-being of the animals they are breeding. So a backyard breeder is an amateur animal breeder whose breeding is considered substandard, with little or misguided effort towards ethical selective breeding. Unlike puppy mills and other animal mill operations, backyard breeders breed on a small scale, usually at home with their own pets, hence the backyard description. And may be motivated by things such as monetary profit, curiosity to gain new pets and or working animals, or to show children the miracle of birth. A backyard breeder is often a substandard breeder of dogs, cats, rats, birds, horses, and or any other kind of domestic companion animal. And the term is used in this sense by the animal welfare community, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or the ASPCA, larger established breeders and breed clubs, in contrast to the more positive terms reputable breeder and responsible breeder, that describes operations that use responsible animal husbandry and animal breeding methodologies and practices. The ASPCA's definition of a responsible breeder includes one who is mindful to breed for health and function, screens for known heritable deficiencies, breeds physically sound and behaviorally stable dogs and cats, and avoids inbreeding. Backyard breeding implies either or both of home breeding for non-commercial reasons, or a for-profit small commercial operation that does not adhere to good breeding, care, and sale practices. Backyard breeders sell the offspring of their animals either to pet stores, directly to pet buyers in person, or to pet buyers over the internet. Larger commercial operations of a similar type that breed dogs and or cats are usually termed a puppy mill, especially in North America, or puppy farm for dogs and cats. However, as large kennels usually require licensing, many puppy mills are licensed with the USDA. Many small breeders resent the term and its use. Some do so because they assert that they run small but high-quality boutique operations. Others argue that their unregistered animals are desirable as companion animals and economical for ordinary people to purchase. Many times, backyard breeders choose profit over animal welfare. Their animals typically do not receive proper veterinary care. Animals may seem healthy at first, but later show issues like congenital eye and hip defects, parasites, or even the deadly parvovirus. The result of this poor care results in unwanted animals. It has been suggested that backyard breeding continues because there's a market for cats and dogs, especially for those who have been denied access to pet stocks from shelters, rescues, and other agencies that may have very stringent adoption or purchase requirements, such as background checks and home visits. Oops, just the wrong button. Undesirable characteristics. This type of breeder is usually regarded by the Animal Welfare ASPCA and other groups as likely to exhibit one or more of the following characteristics: ignorance of selective breeding goals and techniques, and lack of familiarity with the breed standard of the type of animal being bred. Exclusive focus on the breed standard involving little genetic screening or coefficient of inbreeding calculations. Breeding of a working breed for appearance rather than working ability. This is a criticism also leveled at reputable breeders who breed for the show ring. In some cases, distinct working and show strains have emerged. Lack of adequate veterinary care and maintenance. Excessive breeding from individual females to the detriment of their health. Sale of animals with genetic disorders or undisclosed illnesses before they become evident to buyers. Lack of screening of potential owners or the provision of suitable information to prevent buyers from purchasing an animal that may be inappropriate for them or their lifestyle. Breeding of animals for illegitimate reasons, such as for horse slaughter or the usually illegal sports of baiting and dogfighting, or to defend venues of criminal activity. Dog fanciers generally believe that such ill-bred dogs are the reason for the bad reputation of some breeds in the public perception and the resulting breed-specific legislation. So now, before we go on to the next slides that I put together and check in with the chat, I'm going to show some pictures. I did not pick too many pictures that were absolutely terrible. So hello everybody coming in. Alaska Bush Mom, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I'm glad you're here. I have missed you. If I missed anybody, hello, welcome. Now, I'm going to play this recording again. So trigger warning. Now, just for some context, Jimbo is spent all his day calling ASPCA, excuse me, on Mama T because one picture she showed, the dog looks supposedly skinny. Therefore, she should not have any animals. She should lose her place to live. They also called some hotel room. They left reviews. The entire chat, not the entire chat, but a majority of the chat started leaving reviews and calling the hotel they thought she was in. Fizzcrank even dropped the phone number and address in the chat. Let me clarify that is just as bad. That is going real life. That is just as bad as someone calling a rental whoever rents a home, calling their landlord and saying, hey, your tenant is blah, 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 blah. That's going real life. Now, I don't know why Mama T's already homeless. They want her to bar her from being able to sleep in a shelter that she has to pay for. Because they're miserable people and they want to take the one thing that she still has, which is a motel room. It's sick. Hello, Garby Goat. I appreciate everyone that is here. You know, my sister's voice, I believe it was my sister's voice, grabbed the dog that Mama T had. So she's currently in possession of, I believe, the daughter's dog. The daughter's sick. I think she hurt her back. I'm not sure exactly how it went down, but ridiculous. Oh, Alaska sent me. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, yeah, Mom. I appreciate you coming in. Zepparella, it's nice to see you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate you. Oh, I got a picture of Alaska. Uh-oh. Oppositional, you might have some competition. I'm sorry. Linda, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yep. I, you know, I do not consume my entire day, night, and everything watching their lives. I do get sent clips, or I do see clips that people put in the chat, and it's sick. It's really sick, the stuff that they're doing. Hello, cowgirl. Pendar, if I didn't. Yes, the sister's voice. You do have Xena. That's right. Okay, I thought it was you. Yeah. Hello, Calamity Jade. I appreciate everyone coming in. I love you all. We are going to play a clip of when Jimbo killed his own dog. So, trigger warning. No, Linda, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I don't do this for money, but I do appreciate anybody that sends me tips. I love being here with you guys, and that's enough for me. So $1 is completely fine. Please don't ever feel, sorry for that. I appreciate you. You sending me anything, I appreciate you. You being here, I appreciate you. Izzy Pop, I love you the most. And Sapphire, I love you very, very much, even though you're my handler. Okay, so trigger warning, everybody. This is gonna suck. Yep, exactly. Let me just pin that. That is exactly. Rest in peace, Jake.
Can you tell me how Thelma's going to sue Rat? Did you hit a dog yesterday? Is the dog okay? The dog was under the car and screamed. It's okay. It wasn't hit.
God damn.
120-pound Rottweiler that's 8 months old. Thank you very much. He's not even limping, so he didn't get hit. He got scared. He ran out.
God damn.
He's fine. Thank you for checking, though. And how is Thelma going to sue Rat? Ask YouTube. YouTube demands it. We struck his channel. And everybody, this is Thelma's channel. I'm just the face of it.
So, yes, Tink My Bell, that was Jimbo killing his own dog. Now, how many dogs has he bred since that very day? That's what I'd like to know. I do not agree with anyone calling ASPCA on Mama T. In that same breath, I would not agree, even though there's clear evidence that Jimbo's irresponsibility killed his dog, and he has 2 terribly sick dogs right now locked in his bathroom, and then Thelma decides to feed another dog chocolate chip cookies because that's not a death sentence for a dog. Those are clear-cut evidence of animal mistreatment. He also has a backyard breeder. I'm sorry, he also is a backyard breeder. Oh, all right. Thank you, Pendar. I appreciate you. I sent you a link to a Mama C video on Facebook, 1 minute long. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Ugh. So I'll upload that video. I gotta block out the little kid. So let me describe it to you. That was a minute-long video of a small child, whatever her name is, Molly, smacking at a dog repeatedly for a minute long, and that's just what he recorded. Now, they breed Rottweiler Akita mixes. That breed specifically was just, made a designer dog pretty much. Those on their own are aggressive dogs. This dog in the video, I'm not sure what this dog was. But regardless, having your small child smack a puppy repeatedly is not a good idea. Not only will it make the dog aggressive around small children, because that dog will continue to grow, that child's going to stay that size, and the next small child that moves quickly in front of it, it's going to bite and snap at. If you're, again, the dangers of backyard breeding, especially if you're not training your dogs with aggression, it was Jimbo's dog, Alaska Bush Mom. I'll have to upload this part of the video. I'll have to block out the little kid so you can see the smacking the dog repeatedly. This is a chronic, no, this is a habitual this has been over and over and over and over again. Now I'm losing my train of thought because it's clear. It's right in front of our face for over, years. They've been breeding dogs. They don't know what they're doing. They are not equipped to handle raising dogs. They are not equipped to take care of all of these animals, clearly. But they're sitting there calling animal control because they feel that the dog by Mama T's is too skinny. There was a clip or two of a Mama T's live that I saw from a couple months ago where she talked to her dogs in ways that I did not approve of. I am super sensitive when it comes to talking to my animals. People laugh at me. Now, let me tell you, on a normal basis, the way I hear Mama T talk to her dogs is like I would talk to an animal. Loving, supportive. But when you're constantly trying to find a place to live, trying to provide a roof, welcome, Gem App. Sorry, this topic is pretty rough. Where usually it's not so bad. So I'm sorry. I'm playing some things talking about backyard breeders and them exacerbating the crisis that we already have in this country. It's an overwhelming crisis in the country. I could not send the cats that I take care of to the vet, or I'm sorry, not to the vet, to the pound, because they're so full of animals because people are irresponsible. People keep breeding animals that they have no business breeding. And when they do it for profit, like I said, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Not all backyard breeders are the same, but they all exacerbate the problem we have in this country of designer dogs, of overbreeding, of puppy mills. I mean, it's insane. So welcome everybody coming in. If you're new here, I'm sorry this topic is harsh. And thanks for everybody that's been here, hanging with me. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. And I'm very happy you're with me. I have a foster right now. He was dumped near a trap line. He has issues because he was obviously abused. So sad, because if I can't help his fearful aggression to hands, he will have a rough life. That is true. And this video, like I said, I love you, Grubby Goat. That's fine. You can code foliage. Catlin 1900. I'm sure it's pretty normal. I'm sure in California, especially where they have the highest population of human homelessness, I can imagine how full their shelters are. And these fools are spent their entire day calling local animal people in California saying this dog's being abused with no facts, no evidence, when Jimbo himself has years of chronic mistreatment, chronic overbreeding, and chronic abuse. And right now in his bathroom, he has two very sick animals that have to be locked in a bathroom because they're so sick. Does Mama T have that going on? No. She is homeless. She has her daughter's dog. She gave the dogs that she just had a better life. I hope if her daughter cannot, get better, that she chooses to give that dog a better life, but that is her choice. That is a situation that I know Mama T is strong enough to make because the choice she made was Xena. I know it was hard for her to get rid of Xena. I know it was very hard for her. Not to mention when she's in the situation she is in right now, she does not need another anything to feed. And she will make the right decision because she is a woman that knows how to love an animal. If you're sitting there breeding animals out of your home, you do not know how to love an animal. I'm sorry. But it's obvious. If you can breed an animal for profit, it never ends well. How can you ensure that the people that you're breeding for are going to keep the dog for the life of it? How could you ensure, that those dogs that you're going to are going to a good home? Backyard breeding exacerbates overcrowding at the animal shelter, congenital issues like none other because they overbreed or they inbreed. Okay. I did hear Jimbo a time or two talk about rotating the dogs. He does not sound like he's very confident on what he's doing when he talks about it. If he's been breeding dogs for as many years as he claims to, you would think he would have it down better. I think it's sick. Many homeless take care. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because they know how it feels. Yep, that is a fact. So yeah, Mom says Mama T will lock herself in the bathroom before she locks the dog in the bathroom. And that is a fact. That is exactly a fact. Me and Mama T have went round and round and round. We've come to a mutual understanding with each other. Me and Mama T used to be close once upon a time. That's why we used to fight the way we do. I will tell you right now, the way she's getting dumped on, I don't even know if I could handle the way she's getting dumped on right now. I mean, it's insane the way they are coming after her. And there she is, showing up every day. There she is, got a job. There she is, still trying to, get her life together. I commend her. That is a very strong woman. But do not come after her animals, especially when you're a backyard breeder. And Raps. All Raps animals are bought from a pet store. Now, pet stores utilize backyard breeders and they exacerbate an already overcrowded animal situation in this country. Animals, when you get an animal, you see an animal on TV like the little Chihuahua commercial. That was so terrible to Chihuahuas in this country. I hear all the time, and where I live in Salina, Kansas, of Chihuahuas being overbred. It's been a couple of years. It's about every couple of years the ASPCA will go pretty much like raid a house and will rescue 40 Chihuahuas at a time. That's the real story, that's the real truth. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures while I finish the rest of this thing I put together. Some of the pictures, they're sad, don't get me wrong, but I did not put Yes, Ronnie, they are kicking her when she's down. Absolutely. But they stand against the bullies, right? Go read the Liberator's channel description. That'll give you a good laugh. That's all I got to say. So let me get this. Let me get this ready. Okay. So I did see on Facebook they do have a couple. I'll have to check into that. They've got a couple like where they expose backyard breeders. That would be a cool thing to look into on my own, or if you guys had some time, go check it out. Like I said, I'm not advocating for anyone to go real life on anyone. Um, Even though I'm gonna tell you right now, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But I am not advocating anyone to go real life on anyone. Karma's a bitch. So this is a picture I found. It says the hidden cruelty behind that doggy in the window. Prisoners for profit. And as you can see, her udders or her baby stuff, you know, that's overbreeding. That's got to be a miserable life. I rescued a dog. Her name was Sneakers. And it took years for her baby nipple things to go back to where, and they still always sagged because she was overbred so many times. It's sick. It's absolutely sick what they do. And this is overbreeding. This is breeding without concern for the possibility of finding homes, though commercial means or otherwise, for offspring, thus adding to the population of unwanted dogs and cats and to the slaughter of horses for meat, which is disgusting, by the way. Opposition. There are campaigns to reduce or eliminate this type of breeding in several countries, as well as video campaigns by groups like ASPCA that emphasize the importance of understanding the responsibilities associated with owning an animal. The primary concern of the animal welfare community is that this type of breeding is the major source of pet animals and that overproduction has led to overpopulation and hence to welfare issues, and the putting down of animals for no other reason other than the lack of suitable homes. The glamorization of Chihuahuas, which some claim has been generated by Hollywood, has had devastating outcomes for dogs and their adopted owners. Specifically, dog owners like Paris Hilton and commercial star Gidget, the Taco Bell Chihuahua, as well as films like Beverly Hills Chihuahua, have been directly cited as blameworthy. Most dog breed societies and kennel clubs have similar concerns, but place rather more stress on issues relating to the breed standardization and quality. There are many animal adoption alternatives that potential pet owners can consider, including local animal shelters and the umbrella organization, the Shelter Pet Project, animal rescue groups, online organizations such as Pet Finder that directly connects prospective adopters with available animals and local shelters, and print media such as local newspapers. I know Facebook does a lot of advertising for their animals from the shelters. Also, if you've checked out Facebook Marketplace, these backyard breeders are moving their operations to places like Facebook, Instagram, things like that. This overbreeding, this picture that I've got up on the screen right now, this is exactly what some of these, and I'm not saying this is what Jimbo's house looks like, so don't clip that shit. I'm not going there. This is the real life of these animals. This is what they get to live in every day when they're bred and overbred and overbred. Or because, let's say, for instance, a little old lady sees all these animals outside, they turn around and put them in, and it ends up ruining their home.
I'm sorry. They asked if you would highlight the message that they sent. Sorry to
I don't know. Oh. Let me go back 1 second. Let me go back through the pictures real quick. Okay. So this is the dog that was overbred, and I think her story. I'll have to link. I'll have to go back and put some links in the description because I found a few cool links right after or right before I was ready to go live. So might do some more stuff on this because it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick what these dogs have to live through, and like I said, it's purely for profit. It's because it's easier to breed a dog than it is to go get a job. I can't imagine feeding my family off that face right there. I cannot imagine that. Same with people. Now, I'm not dogging people that go buy animals, designer animals, but this is the life that they face. This is the truth. When their usefulness is over, this is where they end up. And this is their life. This is what they get to live into if they make it. When they go rescue all of these dogs, what are they supposed to do with them when we're already overcrowded and overpopulated? Now, this dog that's about to pop up, if this was the picture of Mama T's dog, that'd be a whole different story. I don't know why it's a little fuzzy, but you can see its ribs. I don't know if you can see my mouse. No, I don't think so. You can see all its ribs. You can see all its bones. That's a skinny dog. That's a malnourished dog. And I guarantee whatever picture Mama T showed sure wasn't this. I should ask her for the picture just so I can post this picture and a picture of a healthy dog. Now, you might think that I photoshopped this, but let me assure you I did not. This is not. This is the geniuses that think they know how to breed animals, and they crossbreed animals, and this is what happens. So Jimbo is breeding an Akita and a Rottweiler. This is a real possibility of what can happen when you don't know what you're doing. And again, this next picture, not photoshopped. This is what people like Jimbo and Thelma have done to animals. I don't know what kind of animal they were going for, but this is what they ended up with. Now, again, overbreeding. When reputable breeders, okay, know what they're doing, follow the industry standards, because there is an industry for breeding animals. There are people out there that know what they're doing. They are reputable people. They have reputable organizations. They have reputable operations. That's not what that is. And here's another example. So imagine an animal with a quality of life when you look like that. Imagine your quality of life. I don't know if you guys watch the dodo on YouTube. Listen, I'm not a crier, but that show makes me cry. I mean, ugly cry. And once again, this is the real life day of backyard breeders. And no, I'm not saying this is what Jimbo's house looks like. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying this, when you go to a pet store and you pay $600 for a dog, this is probably where it came from. And again, I will say, how can you feed your family off of a face like that? Here's another one. You spend $700 on a dog, this is probably where it came from. And this is just sick. I don't know who could do this, but this is the life that they face. And again, when their usefulness is over, where do they end up? They end up in the pound. Because the family thought the dog was cute on TV, but in real life, it's not the case. And if they're lucky, they won't make it. But most dogs have to suffer through, 8 to 10 years of overbreeding, being mistreated, their food withheld, you name it. Because they've got so many animals and no one to really take care of them. Yep. I agree, True Gypselina. True Gypselina says, I've been in places like these more times than I can count. It broke me. Hello, Bird. And Ghost of Love, Laughter, Fun. Thank you guys for coming in. Hello, Angie girl. Yep. And these are like, backyard breeders, that's their main source of income is, pet stores, their main source of the dog is backyard breeders. We got a little puppy that wants to be famous. Little Liney wanted to come say hi. You gonna do this live with me? Yeah. He's a star, okay? He's a star. So I don't know if I ever showed you guys his little bee costume. They all have one. It's super cute. It's a little bee costume. You guys can see it. He looks super cute in it. But Eli, Yuki, and Linus, they all have matching ones. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, he's super cute. But oh, I messed with the comment said. They got our puppy checked by their vet, then paid for a visit to our vet within 10 days, and contracted to refund our money if anything was wrong. We had a home visit, agreed not to breed. That's awesome. Yeah, some people are responsible. Little Linus, I don't know. I was told he was Chihuahua and Yorkie. I don't really know. Backyard breeder situation. He has seizures. I think they're allergy seizures. I don't really know. He does not have a seizure condition. But then his brother, looks a lot like him, except has some weird overbite, underbite thing. I don't know. His face is really weird. It's a weird mixture. And then the other brother from another litter looks straight Yorkie. So I don't really know what his parents looks like, but the reason I got Linus is because a lady got him, and then I don't know, he was like stuck in a cage, and now still to this day he's like 6. He doesn't like kids, so I don't know what that lady did to him, but when I got him, he was just super skittish, and now he's full of personality. Same with Eli. Eli's full Chihuahua, and he was severely abused. So I've had a lot of dogs that came from super abusive homes, and it changes them. Eli's going to be like 8. And just now, just this last year, he actually went through puberty. He's 8. So it's insane, and people don't care. People just think, oh, he's cute, I want it, but then there's no responsibility or thought of how you're going to actually take care of him. So I love you, True Zip Selena. Thank you for coming. I'm about to wrap it up. That was sad, and oops. Now Linus is bunking his head. I gotta spend time with him before he rules anarchy so I can go to work tomorrow. He's not gonna want to hear that. Yeah, I love Linus. He's my best friend in the whole wide world. Yeah, he's a ham, okay? We do photo shoots. He loves it. I've been dressing him up since he was a puppy, and he absolutely loves it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. So I'll need to go. Yes, he does. This is okay. DNA don't lie. I'm pretty sure I carried him for like 30 years, and I hatched him. I'm fairly confident because it's my karma. He is my karma. Oh, that's good. Yes, that's totally how it needs to be. When shelters are overcrowded, how we can even have pet store? I honestly don't even think we have a pet store in Salina. Not, I know we have PetSmart, and I don't really know anything about PetSmart, where they get their animals, anything like that. But that would be something cool to look into because the more awareness we bring to this situation, the more we can get some regulations done. I didn't have enough time to look up the regulations in Kentucky, but large operations, their puppy mills, have to be registered through the USDA. Other than that, there's not very much that goes into it. I know most cities, states, counties, whatever, have ordinances where you have to register your animals. That's separate from like their there's like 2 different things. I know in Salina you have to have registered animals and some other kind of paperwork. I don't remember. I got them both, but I don't remember what they're called. So it really depends on your locale or your county or your township or whatever you call it. So yes, both my dogs snore and I snore, so it gets loud in here like a bunch of little bears, like 3 little bears. We all snore. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about seizures? Yeah. So I give him, if I catch it in time, which 9 times out of 10 I catch it before he goes into it, he starts acting weird. He starts acting kind of sleepy. He's extra cuddly. So how he's sitting right now is just his normal thing. He will like lay here and not move, and that's when I know something's coming. So I give him a tiny little bit of infant Benadryl and honey, and he sleeps it off, and he's fine. And then somehow Eli has them too, and I'm pretty sure there's some kind of allergy, but I can't figure out what the allergy is to. I think it's something outside grass or maybe an insect bite. I haven't figured it out what it is. So I appreciate you, Grubby Goat. And, like I said, oh, you're on Pet Finder? Cool. My dog, yes. Eli always has his tongue hanging out. It's super cute. Linus not so much, but Eli's always got his tongue. When he's got a happy full belly, the tongue hangs out. He's drooling. It's great. But yeah, Linus is my little soulmate. He did. The moment I saw him, I fell in love with him. And then I think my friend called me like a week or two later, and she's like, you know that little dog that you love so much? I think your mom would be really happy with it because my mom's Chihuahua just had died. And so my friend called and said, hey, I've got this Chihuahua, Linus. Well, he's mixed. Okay. So I go to pick him up from Abilene. By the time I get him home, it's my little buddy. Well, mom was going to take a nap. So he was at my house for a couple hours. Well, when mom woke up, I went over there and I was like, well, here's Linus. Well, his name was Miko at the time, I think. And my mom's like, no, that's your dog. So me and my girlfriend at the time, we kept him, of course, and we've been inseparable ever since. Like, this is my little mini me. He's got all the personality in the world, gets everything he wants because I don't believe in discipline. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, your personality needs to match the dog you're getting. I know for me, for instance, I love big dogs. I love to play with big dogs. I love, everything about big dogs. I do not have the self-discipline to own a big dog because big dogs need someone to be disciplined because they can bite you. I think it would have been 2018. I got mauled by a Rottweiler. They lost count after 85 stitches and sutures. It was both my arms and my left leg. It was freaking terrible. I had to go, get stitched up, and it was insane. That dog destroyed my leg, both my arms, and I'm lucky that he didn't, because he was trying to go for my neck, which is why my arms got it so bad, because I was trying to fight him off. And the owners could not get him off of me, and I was so small at the time. The dog weighed 80-something pounds. I mean, he was as tall as me if he stood up, and I was trying to stay on my feet and I couldn't, and he grabbed my leg and ripped it out, and then I went down on my back and I was done, and I could do anything but save my life, by just trying to like put my arm in the dog's mouth, and it was freaking terrible, and it felt like an eternity. And at the point in time when I got attacked, my brain like blacked it out, and I ended up having PTSD, night terrors, you name it. Like, I would wake up naked, screaming, not knowing what was going on. It was insane, and just over a dog attack. But my brain had blocked it out. So I found out just before that the dog had also attacked the grandpa, because I knew this dog since he was a puppy. This was a Rottweiler. Now, again, when you got a little child and you're teaching your child that it's smart to smack a puppy like that, that leaves an imprint on a dog. Like, you don't know, the dog could be fine and a screw could be loose in the dog because of bad breeding. Like, you don't know what you're doing. When you go to a pet store and buy a dog, you have no idea where it came from. Now, that's the same for the pound, but the pound watches the dog's temperament. The dog's typically older, and again, they're full of the overbreeding. Like, backyard breeding has created a huge problem in this country, and these animals are the ones that pay the ultimate price. But then the children or the women that get mauled, or the men that get mauled to death. There was a story not just the other day about 2 pit bulls had mauled a guy to death, and then now I can't remember where it was. This happens all the time. So feeding your family on the back of a dog, it's not humane. It's sick, and it causes a whole host of problems. The least of the problem is the horrible quality of life of the dog. No shots, no vaccinations, no, care, no medical care. Dogs have to be dewormed. Dogs have to be, they got fleas in many parts of the country. Like, there's just a whole host of things. Even a flea bite or a tick bite on a dog can cause paralysis, blindness, like, and when you have a litter of 12, plus the mom, plus the dad, plus a different mom, plus a different dad, because you're trying to rotate the breed, it's sick. And, you got enough time to spend on the internet terrorizing a homeless lady. I feel like you got enough time, especially since you're touting that you're off your medicine you're going back to work, you're getting off disability. Yeah. Ghost of Love Dr. Flynn says, yeah, I adopted a tripod pit. Dog must have been a fighting dog, tried to attack my neighbor's dog, had to return him. Absolutely. That's another problem. Backyard breeders exacerbate that problem. There is a serious issue with dog fighting in this country. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You never want to have your child smack a dog in the face. That really does leave an imprint, and not a good one. Because the wrong little kid, the kid that's not even touching the dog, will be the one that gets attacked and mauled. My best friend, her daughter, at 2 years old, got mauled by a pit bull. Her whole face, I think it was from here all the way, ripped open. As a 2-year-old baby, the dog just, it was gone. And so was her face. She's still, to this day, she's in her 20s now, permanent scars that will never go away. Yeah. Linus, I count. I go 1, 2. I don't want to do it too loud because then I'll think he's in trouble. And I use his middle name. He knows. He already knows. But discipline, I'm not very good. Cowgirl, my brother bought my daughter a boxer. Horrible. I spent $1,200 to nurse him out of parvo and he was fighting the kids. Bad breed. Absolutely. And $1,200 for a dog, I mean, you could buy a car with $1,200. When the market ends, the backyard breeding will end. And unfortunately, it's got to be a give and take on both regards. And I'm not saying you're a horrible person because you spent $1,200 on a dog, but people need to be aware when you're spending, when you're that person that's willing to go spend $1,200 on a dog, when there's dogs at the pound that need a home, that are in danger of being euthanized, they're $50, or even if they're $100. I mean, if you just want to throw money at the shelter, I'm sure they could use an $1,100 donation. I know that would go really far at the shelter. My creator was docked in a hotel. It turned out very badly. Ronnie, I appreciate you. I just do. Majority of the dogs I'm seeing on Pet Finder are pit mixes. Yes, absolutely. Spay and neuter your animals. I'm currently teaching my 2, almost 3-year-old grandson how to respect my dog. She is small and sweet. He's learning not to terrorize her. She's the perfect dog for teaching him respect dogs. Absolutely. It's so important to teach your children. Do not smack your animals. Do not grab them. Do not pull their hair, because they'll bite you. And one day, it's going to be the kid that doesn't do it. My great-grandma had a dog, Frosty. Was that him? Yeah. And these neighborhood kids would poke him through the fence with sticks. And he had a thing for blonde hair, blue eyes kids. They must have been the ones that attacked him the worst, because he bit my brother in the face, bit his whole face. He had teeth marks for no reason. But it leaves an imprint in a dog, and the dog can't have that rational thought like, oh, they're not attacking me. They just get triggered for whatever reason, and then they lash out because they're dogs. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. Uh-oh. You bought the dog and parvo. Yes, parvo. Oh, when I was little, our dogs had parvo. That was sad. That was absolutely sad to watch. And I know just recently someone dropped 2 cats off outside the shelter, and they both had parvo. And when the workers brought them in, they didn't know, and it spread parvo. It's just terrible to do something like that. So, all right, everybody. Good night. I love you. Thanks for hanging in with me. I'm sorry it was a bad topic. I appreciate everybody for being here. So good night. Linus says good night. He's sleepy.